quarantine and isolation. Here we have our hose. You always want to make sure that you get all of the water out of it. And those are the leashes that you want to use for quarantine and isolation dogs. Here is isolation. We don't have any animals in here right now, so. Here's quarantine. Hi! Right there's our quarantine trash can. We got napkins right here. The poop bags are on the hall. I'll show you those in a minute. It's quarantine. Here. Oh, if you ever need gloves, there's some right here as well. Alright, so you walk out. There's poop bags right here. You can just grab and go. Walk in. This is food prep right here.
Over here in main kennel is where you'll find food storage. It's where the dry cat food, wet cat food, dog food, and treats are. And then right here is the tub. It's where tech assignments or maybe surgery will clean the animals. And then this right here is cat isolation. It's usually where if any cats are really sick, we keep them there. Or if the cats are coming out of surgery or just in the surgery rotation, they'll go in there. And then right here is where you fill up mop buckets and Excel bottles. This is what you pull for the mop bucket. You'll pull it out and then you'll have the bucket down here and and then you'll press the mop bucket button. And I'm not gonna press it because as you can tell, it works. Then the trigger sprayer is what you press to fill up your Excel bottle. And then for the mop bucket, you'll put KOE in it. It's like a smelly good type pine oil stuff. And this is where you weigh your animal. You just put them down on this scale and then you'll turn it on. And you might have to mess with it a little bit. It's bipolar. And then right here is where we chart for husbandry. It's a special setup. And then we have another computer in Tech 1. And then behind you is where your sweeping and poop scooping stuff is found. We have the brooms. We have the hallway broom, which is this really long one. And then dustpan and poop scooper. Over here in main kennel is where husbandry and students who come in here for like husbandry chores will set their stuff. And then on this shelf is where our rope toys, our squeaky toys are found, and then the Kong, Nylabones, and any puzzle toys that we want to play with the animals to enrich them. And then the ladder is found here. Step stool lives here. And over here is where you'll find where your chores need to be done for husbandry. This is during husbandry, and then this is during your school hours. And then you check in, clock in and clock out right here. You'll put your fingerprint in and it'll just say what time you showed up for husbandry, and that is that.
So now to show you what's inside of these cabinets. So the first one, we have all the extra paper charts that you need for the charts that are here. So we have the husbandry, the test and treatment paper, the medication log, and then we have the hole punchers up here for y'all, and then stapler, board cleaner, and then extra information that you need to know in these binders. And here are all the charts. So here in the black one we have all the dog charts. This is where we put all the information of the dogs, the treatment, how they're doing, how much they're weighing, and same thing here for the cat charts. Okay, so this first drawer we have pepper spray just in case you want protection when you're outside for husbandry. In here you have the reinforcement labels. This is so that the paper won't rip out inside of the charts. And these are the stickers that you put on the labels to know if the dogs need bedding or no snuggle. And down here we have the cones if an animal needs it, so they won't be licking their incisions and stuff like that. Here we have more extra dog treats, and syringes and needles. And here here we have the medication. Usually the husbandry leader is the only one that has the key to open these, and also the teachers. Down here we have the first aid kit and then some miscellaneous stuff like leash and more e-collars. The next one we have extra hand soap, Febreze, so it can smell good, Excel, bleach, just a lot of cleaning supplies. So right here we have the walkies we use for husbandry. The husbandry leader has one of them and the lead walker has the other one. So we can communicate with each other while one is outside and one is inside to make sure everything is still okay. And here we have these containers for the fecals that we use for fecal floats if we need some poop for treatment. And then here we have the eye saline station, the eye wash, just in case you get any of like bleach or any other cleaning materials in your eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing bad will happen to you.
Anything
Okay, lastly we have the tub here where we wash most of the large dogs.
Alright, in this area you can get a variety of things. First, you look in here, we can get the dog bowls. All the clean bowls go here too also. So this is where you get all the clean bowls there for all the dogs and dog wood. This cabinet right here, this is for all the bowls for the cats. Whenever you need all the bowls for the cats. And this one, this is where you get all the collars and muzzles at. So whenever you need like a muzzle to put on the dog, this is where you go. And then other miscellaneous things up here, tape, drill bits. Next part, we look in this cabinet. This is where you get all your materials that you need to check your TPRs and cytology. For instance, we got your stethoscope. You need stethoscope over here. This is like a tub where you get all your lubrications and stuff like that. This is where you get all your grooming products, all your brushes, your combs, and all this stuff. To trim nails. This is where you look into right there. For all your cytology stuff, if you have an animal that needs to be put on the cytology board, just go in here and then you just do a cytology for the animal. You got your materials up in there. And also we have syringe covers and stuff to check your TPRs take the temperature for your animal, cat or dog. That's where you get your sleeves from for your thermometer. Next cabinet, if you want treats for your cat or dog, this is where we get all the cats and dogs treats. Also we have cleaning products for the ear cleaning products and stuff. So that's what that's for. Next we have our materials that you need for cleaning. We have our chlorhexidine, alcohol, cotton balls, and our cotton swabs. And we need more dry gauze. This is where you get the dry gauze from. And lastly, where we have our doggy treats. So only for the dogs only. And in the last cabinet over here, this is where we keep all the Excel bottles to get our cleaning done. And there you have it.